guys, I'm Karen.
And I'm Maya.
And we're here today to talk about glass jar storage for dry goods or canning, or we have notes over there if we look over there. And so I know this video has been done like 5,000 times. So we're just doing it from our perspective. And so generally speaking, when we first started using jars to store things rather than like just putting things into our pantry or to the cabinets or what have you, we started off with the mason jars. Would you like to show them mason jars, Maya? So we started off with
That's mason.
this is
It's a wide mouth. That's what it says on the side.
This is a wide mouth mason jar, and it holds up to
It's more than whatever is written right there.
right here is 1,500 milliliters, or I think 6 cups, or 3 pints of, and normally, go ahead. And we just found those when we first started. We found those at Walmart, Target.
What's the size difference?
And then this is the,
I think it's a pint. Like a legitimate pint.
yeah, this is the,
Like 1 pint.
and I only bought these because they were blue. And the other thing too is you can find a lot of these if you attend estate sale. But generally speaking, I use these for like to store. Well, I use them for all sorts of things. But most of the time, I use it for like sugar or beans, and then this one normally is like nuts and seeds or whatever smaller.
Right.
And then we have the smaller one. So those are the mason jars
2 cups, sorry.
that you can get almost anywhere. Preferably if you're just starting out, start using them to replace plastic or whatnot in your cabinet. You can find them at estate sales for rather cheap. Some of them are like $1 a piece because they'll have so many that have been collected over the years.
The bell mason jars.
Ball mason jars.
Well, it looks like bell. It's ball.
Yeah.
My life's alive.
You're alive.
I was wondering why.
So anyway, our newest addition to the glass family at our home are the Weck jars, which I'm really loving.
There's no S.
Weck jars.
You said wax.
I'm sorry.
There is no
Weck.
S.
WECK. So these are the newest ones. So if you can see, this next to the mason jar, the
They're
largest
the same height, but
they're
not the same.
almost, yeah, it has a little bit more on it. So it might hold, this one says 6 cups. This one probably holds about 8 cups. I tell you this though, my husband prefers the mason jars because they have the lids that screw on, and the Weck jars, you have to unclip the sides, and then the glass is free.
It's like you break it on camera.
Yeah.
It's like,
no,
yes, 5 minutes. Shatter.
And then you have the rubber seal. So he really doesn't like the jar, but I love it. I think it's really unique, and I think you just put it on till it clicks. But these come in a lot of great sizes. So we have them here. Where you can see that. I have it here. And also, like I said, they come in lots of different shapes and sizes. Oh, we should have brought this out too. So,
I don't even know.
so we have these little tiny ones. Okay. So we have the little tiny jars, and these we can y'all see? So these we bought from.
No, you can see
Sorry,
what's in it.
So what's in it is a little bit of peppermint. We were experimenting. We got these jars at Crate and Barrel.
Yeah.
And it comes with a little seal and everything. Little tiny jar. You can get a set for like $19, and it'll have 12 in the set. Yeah.
But we thought that the little Weck jars were the same size as that.
Or just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they're not close.
But they're not. Yeah.
She didn't check the diameter.
didn't check. One of our favorite stores, well, yeah.
This is Aldi.
This is Aldi.
Yeah,
this is Aldi. And their stickers are a little difficult to come off. Yeah. That's why you see that one still on there. And this is, we're still learning how to get all the stickers off, but.
This was not done by me. If I did it, it would come off.
Okay. But obviously they meant for you to
reuse it. Because there's 2.5 cups of whatever you put in it. And I like using them best for like teas and stuff because I know how much tea I drunk that day.
Then, so during quarantine, we found this Italian grocery store, and Capri flavors here in the Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill area. Triangle. And as you can see, we recycle these jars, and the reason why I say that is because if you watch our last video, you'll notice that we use these jars to create our homemade cleaners. So yeah, these jars really come in handy. Also, the labels come off really easy.
So they obviously meant for you to reuse
it. Yeah. And
there's no like residue or anything on it.
Where did this jar come from?
That's vanilla.
Okay. Where do we get it from?
Whole Foods.
Okay. So this was honey. So we use that. I also recycle peanut butter jars.
There's a sticker.
And this was an old Nutella jar. So after a while, you just get creative with your jars. Also, and not only that, but you can also, if you're making juice or anything like that,
sweet tea,
regular tea, just tea in general, you want to store it and have it later, there are jars for that, and they really don't cost that much. And as I said, you can find them at thrift stores as well.
Is this free?
Yes.
Because it has that little.
Yeah, but jars, using the jars for dry goods, it comes in handy. It keeps all of your dry goods fresh. In our house, we cook and bake a lot. We love to cook. We like to bake and what have you. And so we're always using the jars. Our stuff gets rotated rather quickly. So we use all of our jars for flour, sugar, cornmeal,
beans,
legumes. Yeah.
And we put our tops in a separate place because tops everywhere gets kind of like
but in our house, tops are a hot commodity.
So we put them in a jar away from it so that you don't keep dropping tops off of your shelf.
Or so people don't keep grabbing tops and placing them in places where no one else can find them. That's generally what the problem.
That happens to the mason jars. It's like kind of losing socks. You lose
mason
jar,
jars, yes.
And you know, have the little silver thing that screws the jar on.
Or you don't have the little lid because people have lost them. So you're not always replacing, but that's where it comes in handy, like repurposing the jars that you get from the grocery store, and deliberately when you go to the grocery store, choosing the one that's the glass jar rather than the plastic. And in this day and age, there's really no difference between them in cost of price, in terms of price, but maybe like 10 cents or something like that. But generally, a lot of places are just switching to glass. And it makes it easier to recycle if you do recycle. But anyway, yeah, we wanted to share this, guys. So we hope it was helpful. This is all how we live sustainably. Also, we wanted to create this channel to help people live sustainably on a budget. We're not zero waste because I kind of think like we wanted a channel that everyone could relate to, and zero waste, it gets pretty hard if you're shopping, depending on where you shop.
If you live in
America. No, you can live well, I will say when we lived overseas,
they recycle a lot.
Like they recycled a lot
for giving them your jars back.
Right, and also, so that was an incentive. But here's a lot of plastic, and depending on where you go, we shop a lot at the farmers market, so you're able to bring your bags and things with you to put your stuff in. But if you're zipping into Target, or if you're zipping into Walmart, or in our area you have Food Lion or we used to have Kroger, those sorts of things.
Dollar stores sell food.
I'm not sure, but it's plastic everywhere. So so I think for some people it becomes difficult to avoid plastic, but once you get those items home, you can change them over. And it just makes storage a lot simpler. Also, you can see everything that you have. You know what's in your cabinet, and we're gonna do a video about that, right? And I'm gonna let Maya lead that video because Maya is yeah, no, she just likes everything lined up a certain way. That's why I haven't even bothered moving this stuff because she has a particular way.
And I'll be like, that is not in the height I wanted it.
But I'm very grateful that she's here. She's home due to the situation. College student. So we just decided to start up this channel because she and I are always finding ways of becoming more sustainable and finding ways to just help our environment in our own way, in our own little corner. Why do I feel like I'm in my own little corner? Anyway, not to take up any more of you all's time. Thank you for watching, and we hope you all have a fabulous day. And remember to stay sustainably chic. Bye, guys.